My trip to work. My name is Sam. I am an office worker in the city. I work 5 days every week in a tall building in the city center. So every morning, I start my day with a commuting trip. I use both my bike and the train. This is the story of a typical morning trip in my life. After breakfast, I step outside my apartment. I unlock my bicycle and check the tires quickly. The train station is not very close to my home. That is why I ride my bike there. It helps me save time every morning. It also makes me healthier and stronger. And of course, cycling is good for the environment. The route to the station is simple but busy. I always choose safe, bicycle-friendly streets. Sometimes I must avoid cars and big buses. Still, I enjoy the cool wind on my face. I feel free while pedaling through the streets. I notice shops opening and kids walking to school. I see other working people walking, cycling, or driving to work like me. This small ride makes me feel alive. Soon, I arrive at the train station. I park my bike in the cycle facilities provided. The station has many spaces for cyclists like me. After locking my bike, I walk to the entrance. I tap my card and enter the platform. The train is already waiting, full of commuters. They are usually office workers and students. I step inside and hold the metal pole. It feels crowded, everyone standing close together. The train moves faster than any bike ride, but if you cannot get a seat, it can get a little bit tiring. After a few stops, a seat becomes free. I sit down, put on my headphones, and relax. Sometimes I close my eyes to rest for a while. Moments like these make the ride more pleasant. Soon, I reach my stop. I step out and walk the last 200 meters. It feels refreshing to move my legs again. I watch the busy street and the tall buildings. I pass by a cafe with fresh bread smells. I also see trees shaking gently in the wind. This short walk always clears my mind. After 5 minutes, I reach my office building. I step into the elevator and press the button. I always arrive early, so I do not have to stand in line for the elevator. The elevator is pretty empty at this time as well. Within seconds, I arrive at my floor. Finally, I sit at my desk, ready to work. This route feels perfect to me. Cycling keeps me active and saves time. The train helps me travel quickly across the city. Walking the last steps gives me peace of mind. It is a balanced, healthy, and smart routine. I feel proud of this daily journey.
Let's answer the following questions. Question 1. What 3 types of transportation does Sam use to go to work? Answer: he uses his bike, the train, and walking. Question 2. Why does Sam ride his bike to the train station? Answer: he rides his bike because the station is far. Question 3. What does Sam see while cycling to the station? Answer: he sees shops opening, kids walking to school, and other working people. Question 4. What does Sam usually do on the train after getting a seat? Answer: he sits down, puts on his headphones, and sometimes closes his eyes. Question 5. What does Sam do after reaching his office building? Answer: he steps into the elevator, goes to his floor, and sits at his desk.
Prepare for a job interview. My name is Joseph. I am a young man who just finished university. Yesterday, I received an email from a company. The email invited me to join a job interview. Oh, I felt so excited. But at the same time, I felt nervous too. This company is very famous, and I admire it a lot, so I must do my best. To begin with, I read about the company online. I checked the company website for its history and mission. I also look at news articles and LinkedIn updates. As I read, I focus on the IT department, my department. I learn about the team, their projects, and new software. This makes me feel both informed and confident. Next, I study the IT job posting very carefully. I highlight the main skills and technical duties. Afterwards, I compare them with my own experience. I think about past coding projects and my achievements. This helps me prepare strong examples to share. After that, I start to practice answering questions. I write short notes for "tell me about yourself." I also prepare answers about strengths and weaknesses. Then I think, why do I want this job? I do not memorize every word. I only keep key points in mind. These are the most basic questions in any interview, but I want to be more ready. So I also research common questions for IT jobs. I find questions about programming, teamwork, and problem solving. I even read about small IT tests and tasks. Sometimes companies check coding skills or technical knowledge. Knowing this makes me nervous, but also more focused. Next, I prepare my clothes. I know first impressions are important, so I choose a clean, well-fitted suit. Then I iron everything carefully. I feel proud when I look in the mirror. Dressing well makes me feel professional and strong. After that, I organize my papers. I put copies of my resume in a folder. I also add a list of references. I bring a notepad and a pen. I keep the job description inside too. Later, I check the company's location on Google Maps. I plan my route and choose an early bus. I want no delays. That night, I set my alarm and sleep early. The next morning, I arrive at the company 30 minutes early. I sit in the lobby and take a deep breath. When I finally enter the interview room, I feel ready. All my preparation makes me calm and focused. I answer with confidence and clear ideas. I am excited about this chance for my future. Even if I do not get the job, I have learned a lot. I feel proud and hopeful for new opportunities.
Let's answer the following questions. Question 1. When did Joseph receive the interview email? Answer. He received it yesterday. Question 2. Which department did Joseph focus on while researching the company? Answer. He focused on the IT department, his department. Question 3. What kind of questions did Joseph prepare for besides the basic ones? Answer. He prepared for questions about programming, teamwork, and problem solving. Question 4. What clothes did Joseph choose for the interview? Answer. He chose a clean, well-fitted suit. Question 5. What time did Joseph arrive at the company on interview day? Answer. He arrived at the company 30 minutes early.
My weekend routine. Imagine this. A morning with no alarm, no work. The sun is shining softly through the window. You slowly wake up, but you don't need to get out of bed. You take a deep breath and feel relaxed. The blanket feels warm and safe around you. Birds are singing gently outside the window. Now that's a morning of Amanda's weekend. Oh, I forgot to introduce. Amanda is me. I am an office worker in the city. From Monday to Friday, my life is busy. The days feel long and I am often exhausted. So when the weekend comes, I enjoy myself to the fullest. Today, I will share with you my weekend routine. Come with me. On Sunday morning, I tend to sleep in. So I start my day with breakfast at almost 9 a.m. I make a hot cup of coffee in the kitchen. The smell is strong and it makes me smile. Then I prepare some bread, eggs, and fruit. I sit by the window and enjoy my meal slowly. What a nice way to begin the day. Then I get up and prepare to go shopping. I take my bag and walk to the supermarket. It feels good to shop alone and slowly. I choose fresh vegetables, bread, and milk for the week. I also pick some sweet fruits for my parents. The store is bright and I enjoy looking around. Afterwards, I stop by my parents' house. They open the door with happy faces. I give them the fruits and say hello. We talk for a short time and laugh together. Finally, I go back home feeling calm and loved. The afternoon is my absolute me time. First, I start with my skincare routine. I wash my face gently with warm water. Then I use cream to make my skin soft. While I look in the mirror, I smile. It feels good to care for myself. Afterwards, I make a cup of hot tea. The steam rises slowly and the smell is sweet. I sit on the sofa and hold the warm cup. As I drink, I feel calm and peaceful. What a simple but happy moment. Next, I choose a light movie to watch. Sometimes it is a comedy, sometimes a romance. I sit comfortably with a blanket around me. The story makes me laugh and forget my stress. Meanwhile, the afternoon sun shines through the window. What a wonderful day. Nothing happens. That's why it's the best day ever. When the movie ends, it's also evening time. I go to the kitchen to wash the vegetables and cut them carefully. Then I boil pasta and cook some chicken with herbs. The smell fills the kitchen and I feel proud. Cooking at home makes me feel healthy and safe. When the food is ready, I sit at the table. Wow, this is so delicious! After dinner, I clear the dishes and clean the counter. Then I make myself a cup of warm tea. I carry it outside to the balcony. The air is cool and the city lights shine. I play my favorite music on my phone. The songs help me relax and forget all stress. I close my eyes and enjoy the calm night. Finally, around 11 p.m., I go to bed. And that was my Sunday. I rested, I enjoyed good food, and I cared for myself. This quiet day gave me new energy for the week ahead. Oh dear, I love my weekend. I start to look forward to the next weekend already. Let's answer the following questions. Question 1. What does Amanda do on Sunday morning at 9 a.m.? Answer: she makes a hot cup of coffee and prepares bread, eggs, and fruit. Question 2. What does Amanda buy at the supermarket? Answer: she chooses fresh vegetables, bread, and milk for the week and also picks sweet fruits for her parents. Question 3. What does Amanda do in the afternoon to take care of herself? Answer: she washes her face gently with warm water and then uses cream to make her skin soft. Question 4. What meal does Amanda cook in the evening? Answer: she boils pasta and cooks some chicken with herbs. Question 5. At what time does Amanda go to bed on Sunday? Answer: she goes to bed around 11 p.m.
My daily routine as a mother. Hello, my good friends. My name is Karen. I am a mother of one boy, my dear Troy. He is 4 years old and goes to kindergarten. My husband is a chef in a local bakery. He makes delicious bread, cakes, and cookies every day. And I work as a freelance designer, so I usually work from home. Today, I will tell you about my daily routine as a mother. You can listen to my story, learn new words, and practice English. You can also use this video to practice shadowing. That means you listen, copy my tone, and repeat. It is a great way to improve your English speaking. Let's start with the morning. I go to Troy's room and wake him up. I remind him to put on his clothes. I also tell him to prepare his school bag. Then we go to the kitchen together. My husband cooks eggs and toast. Troy helps by putting spoons and forks on the table. I make milk for Troy and coffee for us. We are all hurried, but still so happy. After breakfast, we get ready for school. My husband has to go to work early, so I am the one who drives Troy to school. On the way, Troy tells me small stories, sometimes about homework, sometimes about his dreams. Oh, my baby boy, I love him so much. Eventually, we arrive at school. I give him a hug and say, "Have fun." He waves and smiles back. He used to cry before I dropped him off, but now he is excited to go to school. I am so proud of him. Afterwards, I drive home and start working. I sit down and turn on my computer. Currently, I am working on a new design. I make posters and check client emails. I reply and send my drafts carefully. Working as a designer is busy, but I enjoy it. It gives me freedom and creativity every day. In the afternoon, I go shopping. I walk around the supermarket with my list. I buy vegetables, milk, fruit, and some snacks. I pick up some flour for my husband's bakery as well. After shopping, I visit my husband's bakery. He smiles and hugs me tight. As I give him the flour, he gives me a small cake. Wow, it looks so sweet and pretty. I know Troy will be surprised. Then I drive to school. Troy runs to me and sees the cake. His eyes shine bright and he shouts, "Love you, Mommy!" My heart feels warm and proud. In the evening, we sit together for dinner. After dinner, we enjoy the small cake. It is sweet and soft, so delicious. Troy feels so happy after a good school day. Later, it is homework time. I sit with Troy at the desk. We read simple words and count numbers. Troy improves his words day by day. I am so proud of my baby boy. Finally, it is bedtime. After having a shower and brushing his teeth, Troy gets into bed. I read a short story for Troy. He listens with big, bright eyes. I kiss him and say, "Good night." He smiles and my heart feels full. And that's a day in the life of me as a mother. Let's answer the following questions. Question 1. What's the job of Karen's husband? Answer. Her husband is a chef in a local bakery. Question 2. What does Karen do after breakfast? Answer. She drives Troy to school. Question 3. What does Karen do when she comes back home? Answer. She sits down, turns on her computer, and works on a new design. Question 4. What does Karen receive from her husband's bakery in the afternoon? Answer. She receives a small cake. Question 5. What does Karen do before Troy goes to sleep? Answer. She reads a short story for Troy and kisses him good night. My family at home. My name is Scarlett. I live in a busy city with my family. I am the middle child in a loving family. I love my family very much. So today, I will tell you about each member of my family. You can listen to my story, learn new words, and practice English. You can also use this video to practice shadowing. That means you listen, copy my tone, and repeat. Let's go! Now, let me tell you about my father. His name is Gerald. He is 50 years old now. My father is a little chubby, but that makes him look very kind. He always smiles and makes people feel warm. As soon as he talks, everyone laughs. He is so funny and friendly. Currently, he works as a baker in the city. He makes fresh bread every morning. He also bakes sweet cakes and cookies. Oh, the smell of pastry is always amazing. Sometimes he brings home some treats for us. My father's love is like sugar in my life. Next, I want to share about my mother. Her name is Ellen. She is 48 years old. She is beautiful and gentle. I got my red hair from her. When she smiles, the whole room feels bright. As soon as we need help, she listens with care. She is patient and always brings peace to our home. Currently, she works in an office. Every day, she goes to work with her laptop and documents. At work, she answers emails, writes reports, and meets clients. Sometimes she has difficult clients who make her tired. But even when she feels tired, she always smiles when she comes home to us. She keeps our family close together. I hope one day I can be strong and gentle just like her. Following my parents, I want to talk about my sister. Her name is O'Hara. She is 25 years old. She is tall, cute, and so pretty. When she walks, she looks confident and smart. As the oldest child, she is very responsible. She always helps our parents and gives advice to me. Whenever I feel confused, she listens and guides me. Currently, she works in a cosmetic company. She is creative and full of new ideas. At work, she designs, plans, and talks with many people. She attends meetings, talks with customers, and shares her opinions. She shows me how to work hard and stay positive. I really admire her energy and passion. Finally, let me tell you about my younger brother. His name is Gerald Jr. He is 18 years old. He is tall and strong with an athletic body. When he walks, he looks full of energy. He is active, playful, and sometimes a little naughty. But he is kind and always cares about me. Currently, he is a college student. He studies hard, but his big passion is basketball. After school, he trains with his friends every day. Eventually, he dreams of joining a real team. I feel proud to be his sister. That's everyone in my family. Each member is different, but we complete each other. My father makes us laugh. My mother keeps us safe and warm. My sister inspires me to dream. My brother fills our home with energy. Together, we make a strong and happy team. Our home is full of love and care. Family gives us support and strength every day. I feel lucky and proud to be part of them. My heart is always with my family. Let's answer the following questions. Question 1. Who is Scarlett in her family? Answer. She is the middle child in a loving family. Question 2. What is her father's job? Answer. He works as a baker in the city. Question 3. What does her mother do at work? Answer. She answers emails, writes reports, and meets clients. Question 4. Where does her sister work? Answer: she works in a cosmetic company. Question 5. What is her brother's big passion? Answer: his big passion is basketball.
I walked 5,000 steps a day for a week. Hi, friends. My name is Phil. I am a sales worker in an office. I sit at my desk almost all day. After some time, I started to feel tired and stressed. So I wanted to make a small change. I started a new challenge: walk 5,000 steps every day. This is my story about walking for 1 week. You can use this video to practice English shadowing. That means you listen, copy my tone, and repeat. Sounds fun, right? Let's go. On Monday, I started my walking challenge. I chose the small park near my office at lunchtime. I walked slowly on the stone path and looked around. I saw green trees, benches, flowers, and a small pond. I also noticed tall buildings I had never looked at before. Wow, it felt very different from sitting in the office all day. At the end, I finished my 5,000 steps. I took a deep breath of fresh air. Yes, I did it. I felt relaxed, calm, and so happy to complete the first day. On Tuesday, something funny happened. The elevator in my office broke down. Oh dear. I had to climb the stairs quickly to reach my floor. I looked at my phone and saw 200 steps already. During the day, I walked up and down many times without the elevator, of course. I went to meetings, I delivered papers, and I moved around a lot. Guess what? At the end, I reached about 4,000 steps just walking in the office. That was not my 5,000 goal. Still, I felt good. It became a strong motivation to try harder for the next days. On Wednesday, the weather was not so supportive. It started to rain heavily ever since morning. I almost stayed inside. But no, I did not give up. I put on my raincoat and went out to walk. Whew, the cool air touched my face. My steps were slower, but they felt peaceful. I listened to the sound of raindrops all around me. It was soft, fresh, and very calming. Finally, I reached my 5,000 steps under the rain. I learned to be patient and keep going no matter what. On Friday, work was very busy. My, I could not even walk at lunchtime. So after work, I went to a big shopping mall. I walked slowly past clothes stores and bookshops. I stopped to look at shoes and electronics. Then I walked again, around and around each floor. It was easy to keep moving without getting bored. By the evening, I reached my 5,000 steps. Walking became fun, like shopping and relaxing at the same time. On Saturday, my family had a big gathering. Wow, there were many people, food, and music. Perfect chance for me to walk around and talk with relatives. I carried food to the table and brought drinks for others. I moved from room to room asking how people were. Sometimes I stood, then walked again, never staying too long. By the end of the party, I had enough steps. Yes, another day all done. My body stayed light even after so much food. On Sunday, I planned a long walk in the countryside park. The park was wide with tall trees and a big lake. I walked for hours, following quiet paths and green fields. While walking, I thought about my whole week of steps. I became more flexible and less heavy. My stress was lower and my mood was better. I had more energy and focus for my work. This challenge changed me in many ways.
I will continue walking every day to stay healthy.
Let's answer the following questions. Question 1. What challenge did Phil start? Answer. He started a challenge to walk 5,000 steps every day for a week. Question 2. How many steps did Phil reach on Tuesday? Answer. He reached about 4,000 steps just walking in the office. Question 3. What did Phil do when it rained on Wednesday? Answer. He put on his raincoat and went out to walk. Question 4. Where did Phil walk on Friday after work? Answer. He went to a big shopping mall. Question 5. What did Phil decide after 1 week? Answer. He will continue walking every day to stay healthy.
My first day at work. Hey everyone, I'm Lisa, and I have a fun question for you. Do you remember your first day at work? The nerves, the excitement, the new things you learned? That is one of the most memorable days of everyone's life. So today, I will share with you my first day at work. In this story, I will use slow and simple English. You can listen, follow the subtitles, and practice shadowing. Ready? Let's start. That morning, I woke up very, very early. First, I chose my outfit super carefully. It was a pastel pink dress with a light cardigan. Wow, the colors looked soft, friendly, and professional. Afterwards, I put on a little makeup. I fixed my hair, smiled, and whispered, "You can do this." Next, I sat down for a small breakfast. I had a simple bowl of cereal with cold milk. Yummy. It was light, but it gave me good energy. I knew I needed strength for the busy day ahead. Finally, I grabbed my work bag and car keys. I locked my door and walked to my car. As soon as I started driving, my heart raced. Phew! I felt nervous, but also very excited to meet everyone. Brr, brr. I had arrived. I walked into the lobby and felt nervous. Then I saw the reception desk in front. I smiled and said, "Hello, I'm Lisa. I'm new here." My manager soon came to greet me. Together, we walked across the bright office. She introduced me quickly to my new team. Everyone smiled and waved, introducing their names. Wow, everyone is actually so nice. Finally, she showed me my cubicle near the printer. So the space was sometimes a bit noisy. Well, not the best cubicle ever, but it looks clean, quiet, and so cozy. That's enough for a good start. Time really did fly. Lunchtime came fast and my stomach growled. I sat down with a group of young coworkers. Soon, many people started to gather around. We opened our lunchboxes and started chatting. People shared with me their names, their roles. We even talked about our lunchboxes. One girl even showed me the snack corner. She explained how to buy chips and cookies there. I have to say, I really feel like I can belong here. In the afternoon, it was time for my first real task. My manager handed me a thick folder full of client files. I had to type all the information into the system. She smiled and said, "If you need help, just ask Josh." Josh looked at my papers with a friendly grin. Step by step, he showed me how to enter the data. I followed carefully and typed the first page in under 10 minutes. "Nice, you're quick," Josh said, cheering me on. For a while, everything went smoothly and I felt happy. But suddenly, the computer froze and the screen went blank. "Oh no," I whispered, my hands shaking and heart racing fast. I thought I had lost everything I had typed. Then I took a deep breath and told myself, "Don't panic, solve it." I asked Josh to take a look. He leaned over and pressed a few quick keys. Just like that, the file came back safe and complete. Josh smiled and said, "It was just a misclick. There's always a way." At the end of the day, I wrote a small list of tasks for tomorrow. I also memorized the names of my manager and coworkers. Finally, I packed my bag and walked out smiling. The first day was full of new challenges, but it was also full of learning and support. I left the office feeling proud and more confident. I am looking forward to my second day at work. Let's answer the following questions. Question 1. What outfit did Lisa choose for her first day? Answer. She chose a pastel pink dress with a light cardigan. Question 2. What did Lisa eat for breakfast? Answer. She had a simple bowl of cereal with cold milk. Question 3. What did Lisa say at the reception desk? Answer. She said, "Hello, I'm Lisa. I'm new here." Question 4. Who helped Lisa when her computer froze? Answer. Josh leaned over and pressed a few quick keys. Question 5. How did Lisa feel when leaving the office? Answer. She left the office feeling proud and more confident.
Let's go shopping. Honey, we are here at the supermarket.
Yes. Come on, darling. Let's take a basket. I need to grab my bread right away.
Hold on. We will buy a lot today. I think we need a shopping cart.
A shopping cart? But what's the difference, Anne?
Oh, a basket is small. You carry it in your hand.
Right. And a shopping cart.
A shopping cart has wheels. You push it, it's big, and you can put many things inside.
Oh, I see.
Exactly. Today we need milk, bread, vegetables, meat, too many things.
Oh my. If we use a basket, my arms will fall off.
Yes, let's take the shopping cart.
Great choice.
Look, Ben, here we are at the dairy section.
Wow. Milk, cheese, yogurt, butter, all in one place.
Yes, honey, dairy means food made from milk.
I see. Now, baby, what do you want to buy first?
Let's get some milk.
I see they have two types here. Do you want whole milk or skim milk?
Whole milk tastes creamy.
But skim milk has almost no fat.
I thought you liked creamy milk.
Yes, of course. I'm just worrying about my diet.
You have been exercising really hard, so I think you can reward yourself with some creamy milk.
I guessed it. Okay, 1 carton of whole milk for Ben. And a piece of cheese, too.
Ben, we are now at the bakery section. It smells so good.
Oh my, yes. Fresh bread, cakes, cookies, croissants. I'm already hungry.
Darling, lately we've been eating too many noodles at home.
True. I miss the softness of bread.
Darling, let's get a bread for dinner then.
Careful, honey. We don't say a bread.
Oh, why?
Bread is uncountable. We say a loaf of bread when we want to count.
Oh, I have heard of it. 1 loaf of bread, 2 loaves of bread.
Perfect. Now, let's get 2 loaves of bread for dinner.
And maybe some cookies for me?
Sure thing.
Ben, look, we are now in the special offers area.
Oh my, honey. My eyes are shining already. Discounts everywhere.
Yes, a discount means the price is lower than usual.
Of course, baby. Look, this shirt has a 20% discount.
Calm down, Ben.
Oh wow, Anne, chips are BOGO.
BOGO?
Yes, it means buy one, get one free.
Oh, so we pay for 1 bag, but get 2 bags.
Exactly. Can I take one?
Ben, don't forget our shopping cart is already full.
Oh no, but baby, with discounts and BOGO, we save a ton of money.
Or maybe we just spend more because you cannot stop.
Darling, this is not shopping. This is a smart investment.
Finally, Ben, here we are at the checkout counter.
Oh my, honey. Our shopping cart is so full.
That's because you put too many special offers inside.
Okay, time to pay. I'll use my bank card.
Oh, no, baby. Not a bank card.
Isn't it from the bank?
Well, we say credit card or debit card.
Oh, what's the difference?
A credit card means you borrow money from the bank. You pay it back later.
Right. What about a debit card?
A debit card uses your own money from your bank account. When you pay, the money goes out immediately.
So mine must be a debit card then.
Perfect, Ben. You got it. Now, do we need a bag?
No, I have brought a bag from home. We don't need to use too many plastic bags.
Oh, that's so thoughtful of you.
Thanks. Come on, Anne. Let's go home and eat all this food.
Sure, baby. But remember, the best thing today is you learned real English at the supermarket. Let's answer the following questions. Question 1. Where are Anne and Ben at the beginning of the story? Answer. They are at the supermarket. Question 2. What does Anne say dairy means? Answer. She says dairy means food made from milk. Question 3. How does Ben explain a loaf of bread? Answer. He says bread is uncountable, and we say a loaf of bread when we want to count. Question 4. What does Ben say BOGO means? Answer. He says it means buy one, get one free. Question 5. What is a debit card according to Anne? Answer. She says a debit card uses your own money from your bank account, and when you pay, the money goes out immediately.
How I learn English. Hi, my beautiful friends. My name is Haley. I am a university student now, majoring in English. But back then, there was a time when I had a lot of difficulties learning English. You know, I often forgot new words. I wanted to speak, but I could not remember anything. So today, I will share with you some simple ways to remember words. These methods helped me a lot in learning English. You can listen, repeat after me, and practice shadowing. Ready? Let's go. To begin with, I sometimes turn a word into a story. I call this the storytelling method. The story helps your brain remember the word. For example, the word is rainbow. I imagine a cloud feeling sad after the rain. Then, the cloud puts a bow on its head. As soon as it smiles, it becomes a rainbow. Wow, such a cute and happy image. Stories make learning fun and easy. They also make the word stay longer in your mind. If you like songs or poems, this one is for you. Sometimes I use a small rhyme or phrase. I call this the mnemonics method. It helps me remember words in an easy way. For example, the 4 directions are north, east, south, and west, yes? I say, never eat sour watermelon. Each first letter gives me one direction. N for north, E for east, S for south, and W for west. Try again with me. Never eat sour watermelon. Such a funny and simple trick, right? It also makes learning faster and less boring. You know, English is not just about words. When we talk or write, we have to use a full sentence, right? So I love this chunking method. It means I learn full phrases or short sentences. For example, I learned the sentence, "Can I have some water?" Then I focus on the chunk, "Can I have?" I can make many new sentences. I say, "Can I have some rice?" Or, "Can I have your book?" Doesn't it feel much more useful? Chunking helps me speak faster. It also makes my English more natural. Now that you have learned many words, practice both listening and speaking. We have this wonderful method called shadowing. It means you listen and repeat like a shadow. For example, I hear, "I want to study English." Straight away, I say, "I want to study English." I copy the sound and the speed. I copy the native tone as well. Try it. I am good at English. At first, it may feel strange, but later it makes your speaking so natural. Shadowing makes my voice stronger. It also makes me speak with confidence. After some practice, I started using English in real life. First, I changed my phone to English. I saw words like messages and delete every day. I even wrote small notes in English, like buy milk or call mom. I also read short news in English online. Sometimes I even talked to myself in English. I said small things like, I'm hungry or I need water. When I walked, I described what I saw in English. When I cooked, I said the steps in English. It felt strange at first, but later it felt fun. Learning English takes time, but step by step, you will grow. Do a little every day and never give up. You don't need to be perfect. Just try, enjoy, and keep going. One day, you will say with pride, I can speak English.
Let's answer the following questions. Question 1. What is Haley's major at university? Answer. She is majoring in English. Question 2. What does Haley do to remember the word rainbow? Answer. She imagines a cloud feeling sad after the rain. Then the cloud puts a bow on its head, and as soon as it smiles, it becomes a rainbow. Question 3. What phrase does Haley use to remember the 4 directions? Answer. She says, never eat sour watermelon. Question 4. What example does Haley give for the chunking method? Answer. She learns the sentence, can I have some water? And then focuses on the chunk, can I have? Question 5. What changes did Haley make to use English in real life? Answer. She changed her phone to English, wrote small notes in English, read short news in English, and sometimes talked to herself in English.
Emma's day at the airport. Hi, my wonderful friends. My name is Emma. I need to fly to another city for a short business trip, you know. Today is my flight day. Wow, I'm so excited. When morning comes, I wake up fast. Straight away, I call a taxi. Soon, we reach the airport. The terminal looks big and bright. People walk in many directions. Wow, it feels busy here. Next, I grab a trolley. Even though it is a short trip, I need to carry many files. My suitcase feels heavy today. The trolley helps a lot. Then I look up carefully. I find the large departure screen. I search my flight number. Gate 9, boarding at 9. Perfect. Easy to remember. As soon as I see it, I relax. Following the signs, I reach check-in. There is a short line. Meanwhile, I hold my passport tightly. I listen to the announcements. Beep sounds and rolling wheels everywhere. I feel excited and nervous. Shortly, it is my turn. I step to the counter. I greet the agent kindly. I hand over my passport. She types very quickly. Going to Marble City? She asks. Yes, I answered with joy. Afterwards, I lift my suitcase up. It goes on the conveyor belt. The scale shows a safe weight. Within the limit, she says. No extra charge today. Yes. Subsequently, she prints my boarding pass.
Here's your boarding pass. Your gate is 9. Boarding begins at 9 a.m. She points to my gate. She tells the boarding time. I listen and nod. I thank her politely. Then security is next. I place phone and keys in a tray. I remove my belt quickly. As I wait, I breathe slowly. In the meantime, bags move through X-ray. My turn arrives soon. I walk through the scanner. Beep, no beep. The guard smiles and waves. After my bag returns, I check it. Wallet, ticket, phone. Everything's inside. I feel relieved and calm. Next, I follow the gate signs. I double-check the big screen. Gate 9 is right here. I walk to the seating area. For the time being, I sit down. I choose a window seat. I take out my snack. Planes take off outside. Engines roar like thunder. Wow, the view is amazing. Later, the staff makes announcements. Boarding will start shortly. I prepare my documents again. Once my group is called, I stand. I get in line quietly. Eventually, I reach the front. I show my ID confidently. I show my boarding pass. She scans it quickly. She smiles and says, "Enjoy." I nod and say thanks. Afterwards, I walk the jet bridge. Warm air touches my face. The plane smells like fuel. I feel butterflies inside. When I enter, I find seat 9A. Yes, it is a window seat. I put my backpack overhead. I close the bin carefully. I sit and fasten my seatbelt. Soon, the engines grow louder. The plane starts to move. It turns onto the runway. As soon as we speed up, I gasp. My heart beats quickly. The wheels lift off. We are flying now. Wow, I'm so excited. Clouds look like soft pillows. The sky is clear blue. Finally, I take a deep breath. Work stress fades away gently. I feel calm and safe. This is my airport day. What a smooth, happy journey. Let's answer the following questions. Question 1. Why does Emma need to fly? Answer. She needs to fly to another city for a short business trip. Question 2. What gate and boarding time does Emma see on the departure screen? Answer. She sees gate 9 and boarding begins at 9 a.m. Question 3. What does the check-in agent say about her suitcase weight and fees? Answer. It is within the limit and there's no extra charge. Question 4. What does Emma do at security? Answer. She places her phone and keys in a tray, removes her belt, and walks through the scanner. Question 5. What seat does Emma take on the plane? Answer. She finds seat 9A a window seat.
Anne's travel disaster. My name is Anne. A-N-N-E. Remember that. I am so excited about my dream beach holiday. I have planned this trip for months. I imagine soft sand, blue water, and a cold drink in my hand. Everything sounds perfect, right? Well, not really. My trip turns into a chain of small disasters, one after another. Still, it became one of the most unforgettable adventures in my life. So, let me tell you about my bizarre adventure. Early in the morning, I wake up full of energy. My suitcase is ready, my ticket is ready. I book a taxi to the airport. It should arrive at 7. But 7:10, 7:20, still no taxi. Oh no, where is he? I say to myself, walking in circles. I call the driver again and again. Finally, at 7:25, he arrives smiling slowly. "Sorry, heavy traffic," he says. I jump in and shout, "Please hurry, my flight is at 8." We race through the streets. A lot of cars keep honking at us. Oh my heart beats fast. Thankfully, I reach the airport just in time. Wow, what a start! Next time, I'll book a taxi 30 minutes earlier, just in case. After a long flight, I finally arrive at the beach hotel. The lobby looks so beautiful. Cool air, soft music, shiny floors. Vacation time at last, I whisper to myself. I walk to the counter and smile. "Hello, my name is Anne. I have a booking." The receptionist types, frowns, and says, "I'm sorry, we don't have Anne." Wait, what? My heart skips a beat. Why can't they find me? I can feel sweat on my forehead. People behind me are waiting, and I'm getting nervous. I take a deep breath and smile again. Maybe there's a small mistake. The receptionist turns the screen to me. Oh dear, it says Anna Brown. Then I remember my passport. Here, look, this is my ID number, see? She checks again and smiles. Ah, yes, that's a problem on our end. So sorry for the inconvenience. Problem solved. Oh, what a relief. Always double-check your name when you book. The next morning, the sky is bright and blue. I rent a small bicycle to explore the island. The wind feels fresh on my face. Wow, this is life, I say out loud. I ride along the coast singing happily. But after 20 minutes, clunk, the pedal stopped moving. Oh no, not again, I groan. I try to call the bike shop, but no signal. No Wi-Fi, no internet. Nothing. Great. I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. For a moment, I almost cried out of hopelessness. Then I see an old man working near a fruit stand. Gathering my bravery, I wave and ask, "Excuse me, can you help me, please?" He does not speak English, but as I point at my bike, he understands. He smiles, checks the chain, and fixes it with simple tools. I stand next to him, shaking nervously. After 20 minutes under the sunlight, my bike is rolling again. It works! It works! Wow, thank you so much! I shake the man's hands. I ride away, feeling grateful. Don't hesitate to ask for help. Many people are truly nice and kind. The next few days brought even more surprises, but I'll save those stories for another time. Somehow, Every day something went wrong. A missed bus, a lost sandal, even a funny sunburn. But you know what? I didn't panic anymore. I learned to laugh, stay calm, and find a solution. Travel is never perfect, and that's okay. Mistakes are part of the journey. As long as you keep a smile and an open heart, every problem becomes an adventure. That's my biggest lesson as Anne the Traveler.
Let's answer the following questions. Question 1. What is Anne excited about at the beginning of her story? Answer. She is excited about her dream beach holiday. Question 2. What problem happens when Anne tries to get a taxi to the airport? Answer. The taxi driver arrives late, and she almost misses her flight. Question 3. What mistake does the hotel make with Anne's booking? Answer. The receptionist says they don't have Anne, and her name is written as Anna Brown. Question 4. What happens when Anne rents a bicycle on the island? Answer. The pedal stops moving and she cannot call the bike shop because there is no signal. Question 5. What important lesson does Anne learn at the end of her trip? Answer. She learns that travel is never perfect. Mistakes are part of the journey. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this lesson helpful and fun. Please like, share, and subscribe for more lessons. Until next time, keep learning and keep exploring.